Hello guys, today gonna be a FMAR video number 5. On video number 5 we're gonna do front bumper. Okay, on previous couple video we did the rear bumper setting. Okay, so today we're gonna go ahead and move to the front. So first let's remove the roller stay adapter, which is this one and this one, because this is no need when you do FMAR. Okay, you're gonna see there's two mounting points which are located right here and here. You're gonna cut about right here. Yeah, you're gonna give about like I think it's 3mm space between the cutting line and the mounting point, so it's gonna be about right here. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it and show you how it looks like. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be looks like this after you remove the front bumper. Okay, a lot of people think there's no need any modification on the front bumper because this two mounting point, it's already 180 degree, which means it's a perfect level to do the bumper setting on the front. So you can simply just put a front bumper like this. You can see it's already 180 degree level, but the reason you have to modify this part, it is because this part right here, it is the most weakest part on the whole chassis. It looks strong, but actually not, because you can see this mounting point when you look at from the side, there's a little bit angle right here. Okay, and the actual mounting point only have a little bit space right here. Okay, so this is why this part is very weak, because when you mount the underplate like this right here, so what's gonna happen, it is every single time your car fly off or either get crashed, you keep hitting the front. So eventually this whole piece is gonna be bent like this. So after a couple times hitting, your front bumper, which is right here, not gonna be level anymore. Okay, it's gonna be eventually gonna be like this. Okay, so that's the most problem people they have to keep like replace the chassis. If you don't have the professional machine, the only way you can do it is you just put right here and insert another piece of carbon fiber right here to fill the gap right here, to giving a little bit of support like this. Okay, and there's a more professional way. This is gonna show you today. Okay, the more professional way require you must be having a micro milling machine, which is right here. Again, this is a Proxxon MF70, the micro milling machine. Okay, it's very useful for do the most modification. Okay, let's go ahead and move to the modification on this part right here. So first I have to move the body locker right here. So just kind of using plastic cutter and just gently remove it like this. Okay, so it's gone. And then next right here, there's another body part right here. Have to remove like this. Okay, gonna be looks like this. So next we're gonna make adapter. So the adapter gonna give us a better way to mount this thing on top of the vise, and then with the vise we can put on the machine and starting to trim the bottom part. Okay, in order to make adapter which is can mount on top of the vise, we need these pieces right here. These pieces come from here. Okay, I'm pretty sure a lot of people noticed from my last video. This is where it comes from here. Okay, so you have to remove left and right and keep the middle part right here. This is actually very useful for your future modification if you're gonna use micro milling machine, because a lot of cutting require you to make some supporter adapter. So this is a very useful part, because a lot of chassis have this type of the mounting point right here, and also the middle mounting point is very useful as well. Okay, so first we're gonna put this one on top of the chassis, which is right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and use two short screw right here to lock these pieces on top of the chassis. Okay, it's gonna be looks like this after you put two screw on. Next, get two of the 30mm screw, which is right here, and you're just gonna start from the bottom right here, put it into this mounting point, and the other mounting point which is located right here. Okay, so it's gonna be looks like this. And next we're gonna insert these pieces right here. If you watch my previous video, you already know what this one used for. This one actually coming from the middle part of carbon fiber or FRP popsicle right here. So you just have to remove the left and right, and you're only gonna keep the middle part. So this is gonna be your barrel. So the barrel, it is actually it is gonna be supporting the middle, and because remember you have two screw head on the left and right. Without these pieces, your edges of the damper bar gonna contact with the screw, so not gonna give you a flat surface. That's why you need something in the middle to give you a step up. So in this case, you can bypass the screw head, which is located on left and right. So it's gonna be looks like this when after you put on. So you can see it's bypassed the screw, not hitting it. Okay. So, and the next, the carbon fiber popsicle. Okay. And the next, the small damper bar. This is the 32 by 6 by 6 damper bar. So on top of that, and next we're just gonna go ahead and lock it. Okay. So okay, make sure you push a little bit forward. So in this case, everything can line up on one direction. So that's what I did. Let me give you a better view on the side. So if you let it go, it can be loose. So that's why you have to push forward a little bit to keep everything forward a little bit. In this case, when you lock it, everything gonna be lines up. Okay, so it's gonna be looks like this. So okay, make sure it's locked really tight, and make sure it's not moving. So you can see right now it's super strong. Okay, let me talk about this vise. So when you buy a Parkson MF70, this machine right here, it's also you need to buy this vise. This is called a machine vise, the most expensive vise, which is compatible with this micro milling machine. I will give you a model number, which is you're gonna see on right hand side of the top screen. Take a look at that picture. That's a model number. So next we're gonna move to set up this to the vise. Make sure you keep it open only a little bit, and it's have enough room. Let this part to get it into the vise. Okay, and make sure this part will be on top of edges on the vise like this. Okay, so you're gonna push everything down like this. So this whole popsicle gonna be lay on the edges of the vise right here. Okay, so then you just lock it. Make sure everything is like a firm on the top of the vise like this. Let me give you a better angle. You can see it. Gonna be looks like this. Same on the other side. Okay, so in this case, this whole thing, the chassis and the vise, it is level and it's 100% vertical like this. Okay. So you can go ahead and trim on top, and you will notice it is super strong. Okay, it is super strong, not gonna move. That's why you have to use the damper bar, because damper bar is really heavy duty, and I recommend using a carbon fiber and carbon fiber right here, because the carbon fiber can give you a better strong support. Okay, okay, let's go ahead and mount this piece on top of the machine. Okay, I just set up a chassis on top of the machine. You can see it's super strong on this point. You're not gonna really move. Okay, and before I start it, I have to mention something. If you are using this Parkson MF70, make sure you do some modification on this machine. Let me give you a better angle so you can see it. So as you can see right here, okay, right now it's empty. Used to there's a protect board which is right here. It's on top of that. So make sure to remove this, because the way we mount this chassis is gonna be against the design. So you don't have enough room right here to cutting this part, because when you move your XY table, you're gonna hit right here. Okay, because you don't have enough room to reach this point. That's why you have to remove this board. So after remove this board, you're gonna have enough room to cut up to here, because you're gonna trim from this end to here. Okay, without removing the board, you will see you barely have enough room to move your machine, the cutter, up to here. That's why you have to remove it. Okay, I'm gonna start cut. So you're gonna see how the layer by layer how I cut it. Okay, gonna stop right here. So as you can see, I trim about, like, let me see, about 2 millimeter right now. Yeah. So you have to make sure you have enough room to set up a popsicle right here. So you're gonna try to set a popsicle on top of that. As long as this popsicle can stay flat on top of that like this, you can stop or either cut a little bit deeper. It's really up to you. Okay, because everybody's setting different. Again, it's have slightly different. Everybody has some. It's like somebody has lower front, somebody has higher front. It just depends what kind of type of track layout we're gonna run. Okay, so I just gonna stop right here. Okay. So okay, it's gonna be looks like this. Let me give you detail looking on the front. So as you can see, right here it's complete flat. Don't worry about this little bit of hole right here because you're gonna look inside. The left and the right have total different design, so their layer of thickness, it's all different. Okay, so that's why even you trim same as left and right, one side is gonna be a little bit thinner right here. So moving to the next, you have two options. First option, you can just mount any kind of plate like this. Okay, so it's gonna be super strong because right here already trimmed flat, so you have enough flat surface to support a whole front bumper like this. You know, even like these pieces right here, you can see since everything right here is flat right now, so you have better support. And the second option, it is you have to make a carbon fiber support right here. Actually, this is the part I recommend. I recommend you put a carbon fiber support, which is right here. Okay, so you can give him better support, and on top of that, you put the front bumper like this. Okay, for making a support for the front bumper, you're gonna use a popsicle, which is like this. This is standard size carbon fiber popsicle. Okay, you're gonna notice there's no any mounting point which is located on top of popsicle, which is gonna fit on top of right here. So there's no any hole in a mounting point would match these two mounting point, which means you have made two extra mounting point on the middle. Okay, and for saving time, I already made one. So you can see I made one mounting point right here, one mounting point right here. So it's gonna be fit over here like this. Let me give a better angle so you can see it. See this mounting point and this mounting point right here. Okay, so it's gonna be fit like this. Let me focus my camera a little bit so you can see it. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. In order to get this dimension of the mounting point, you need to make sure this mounting point you made on this popsicle have to be exactly fit to mounting point which is located right here. So it's gonna be match. Okay, so you can see it's match. So this part is gonna be match here for sure. Okay, so after that, remove left and the right wing and place this one on top of that. Okay, let me just go ahead and do the modification so you can see. For making those holes, you just have to be patient, take some time, and make sure you're using some kind of a marker to mark the hole where it's gonna make the hole. Make sure after you mark the hole, make sure put it right next to each other, make sure it's match. Okay, otherwise you have to make another one. Okay. So okay, after cut left and right, it gonna be looks like this. Let me show you the original shape. It looks like this. This is the original shape. This is after cutting. It's gonna be looks like this. So you can go ahead and place this on top of right here. Okay. So you can see all the mounting point which is right here. I just made fit to the mounting point which is located on top of the chassis, like this. Okay. I recommend you put some glue to glue these pieces on top of that to give a maximum support. So after this modification, you can go ahead and put a bumpless support like this on top of the chassis like this. Okay, it's like this type of setting. You have to do the countersunk the screw right here. So in this case, you don't have nothing stick out to scratch the track. Okay, so this is gonna be how it looks like. So before I end this video, remember earlier I mentioned there's two ways to make the support on the front bumper of FMAR. And one, it is trim this part flat. So in order to, you can place a carbon fiber right here to reinforce the front bumper. And the second option you have, it is right here. You can see on this car, I made an angle chip, which is right here. Let me give you a better angle so you can see it. So let me point that angle chip to you. So see this angle chip right here? Okay, so this angle chip is about, I think it's about 5 degrees. Okay, I made an angle chip and insert to here. So in this case, this part has maximum support. Okay, preventing it's bend over on this direction. Okay, so same on the other side, you can see there's an angle chip. But I don't recommend you to do the angle chip because angle chip is more complicated to do it, and I prefer you guys do it this way and just flat the surface right here. So this is easier and stronger, also works same way. Okay, and it's pretty adaptable. You can adjust the height by putting these pieces or not putting these pieces. So here's everything for today's video. After today's video, we already have the professional setting for the front bumper and the rear bumper. So next video, I'm gonna move to the side, which is right here. So I'm gonna teach you a way to reinforce the side, and it also gonna teach you how to cut the side. Okay, so that'll be everything for today, and thank you for watching. If you like my channel, just go ahead and subscribe my channel. If you have any question, just go ahead and leave a comment.